find it hard to study?
I just really like technology. Of course, there's a lot of internet crime, and people really need to be aware of that. There's also hacking.
How do you think someone can focus in his or her work without getting distracted with the modern technology? What do you think will be the challenges facing the world in the future through this kind of modern technology that we have right now? Hello guys on my YouTube channel, this is Michael Feleshi, and today I welcome you here in Timecodes at Bulima, and today we have a visitor from Germany and I'm very happy for this. I'm giving him time to introduce himself before you.
Hey guys, my name is Feleshi. I'm from Munich and I'm working as a computer programmer. I've studied electrical engineering, and like 8 years ago I've already been here in Tanzania as a volunteer. And I still have some friends here. I've stayed in contact with them a little bit, and I just really liked that place and came now back here to visit them. So that's why I'm here.
So thank you for giving the introduction about yourself. I'm very happy to have you here, our electrical engineer. And so the first question of the day would be, you know, most of the people have different kind of views on this kind of electrical engineering or engineering stuff, that they find it hard to study. And so I would ask you, like, why did you see it as an easy thing to take it in consideration and try to study it, and now you've achieved it, you've graduated, and now you're working? And so I would love to ask you, it's a very hard thing. Why did you get that confidence and the ability to study it?
Well, I wouldn't say it's that hard. There are harder subjects to study, but I think one of the reasons why I did it is I just really like technology. I really like making things work, fixing things, and electrical engineering is an area where there has been a lot of progress in recent times. Like 200 years ago, you had to send a letter to get around the world. If you wanted to send a message from, I don't know, Tanzania to Germany, you have to send a letter on a boat, and it would take like 3 months until it arrived. And right now it just takes not even a second until a message arrives. So there has been tremendous progress in that area compared to other technical areas. So that's why I thought electrical engineering was a good subject for me.
So thank you, Simon, and I would love to ask you the second question, which is, how do you think the modern technology supports business?
Yeah, there can be a lot of things how the modern technology can support business. One of the things, of course, is people just are looking for businesses online nowadays. Also, the employees can work from home if they have good internet at home, and it's also the internet is really great for learning things, right? Like you don't know a special skill, you don't know how to fix something, you can very easily find all the instructions on the internet. So these are the three things that are really beneficial. I think there are several more.
Yeah, thank you for that. And I would love to ask you, are there other advantages of modern technology apart from business?
Yeah, sure. I think it's really great for communicating. I already said, I'm just here because I'm still in contact with the local people here, and that would never have been possible without the internet. Keeping contact with people very far away is just something that's not feasible without the internet. That's one thing. And also I think in a private area it can really help you to learn stuff, acquire new skills, and just also for leisure activities it can be really great. So I think there's a lot of things where the internet can help.
So apart from that, do you think there are disadvantages of modern technology or internet?
Yeah, sure. I mean, of course there's a lot of internet crime, and people really need to be aware of that. There's also hacking, and people are stealing data, or even identity theft can be a thing. And something else, I think the biggest disadvantage is it can just really distract you from your projects. I think this is a really big problem, especially here in Tanzania. We've got a very warm climate. It's really warm year round, and it's really hard to focus already, even without internet. But with smartphones, it makes it even more difficult. Smartphone and video game are so distracting. It's very hard to focus on the project and the things you actually want to accomplish when it's so easy to just take out your smartphone and just watch some videos instead of doing something really meaningful. I think that's the biggest disadvantage.
How do you think someone can focus in his or her work without getting distracted with the modern technology?
Yeah, well, I think that's a really difficult question. A lot of people are struggling with this, and I think it depends. Do you really want that? It's because making a project or working is just really hard, and it's much easier to just watch videos or play games. So if you really want to change that, you need to be aware of the fact that it is going to be painful from time to time. Now, I'd say well, one of the things you could do is you can say, I want to accomplish 2 or 3 things, or whatever you want to accomplish. You write a list what you want to accomplish, and only if you've accomplished this, what you wanted to accomplish on that day, only if you're finished with this, only then you start using video games.
Yeah.
And you can use some help from friends or relatives too. You can tell them, hey, if you catch me with watching videos, even though I haven't been finished for the day, you just take it away from me, right? Your friends can really help you. Your friends or your relatives can really support you in that, because we are just human beings, and sometimes we just don't do what we're supposed to do. So we need the help of others.
Yeah. So the other question would be, how do you think an individual could benefit from social media?
Yeah, well, I already talked about the thing about communication. I think social media can be great for communication and to just know what other people are doing. And it can maybe sometimes also give you new ideas what to do. But all in all, I don't think it has too many benefits apart from the communication. Me personally, I really don't use much social media except WhatsApp, because I just think it's a giant waste of time. Like God has given us a finite time and resources, and I don't want to spend my time just looking at a screen. I think it can be fun to do so, but it's just not how I want to spend my time. So personally, I don't really think it has that many benefits, to be honest.
Okay, so I think this one will be the last question actually. And so, what do you think will be the challenges facing the world in the future through this kind of modern technology that we have right now?
Yeah, well, there's a lot of challenges, and I could never name them all. But I think overpopulation is a really big problem, and all the things that come with it. Like, we've got water shortages, we've got fuel shortages, we've got food shortages, all kinds of problems that come with it. Also, climate change comes with overpopulation. Yeah. So this is a big problem. I think something else is gonna be, what will we do about China? They're right now taking over African infrastructure, and they're even trying to take over infrastructure in Western countries too. And I think that can be a real problem, which our leaders will have to think about. What will we do about that? And also, I think something else. This is especially in our world, in the Western, in Europe. And America too, people don't have good relationships anymore, at least not all people. Compared to Africa, I see people here just have better relationships than we do, and we will have to see how will we combat that, what will we do about that. That's one thing. But I will say that the world has, through technology, the world has already improved a lot. I've seen a lot of progress, especially here in Tanzania, and I just really like what has happened in recent times, and I think all in all we're on a good way.
Yeah, so thank you, Simon, for the interview. I just loved it, and I hope you guys will learn from it. Bye.